Oh, wow. You're actually wearing your hair down tonight.
Yeah, because I finally decided that I love my hair. I figured out the solution for my morning frizz, midday poof, and even next day bedhead. It's Frizz E's Secret Weapon Touch-Up Cream by John Frieda.
Well, you and your hair look flawless.
Flawless and touchable. Feel.
Oh.
See? It's soft. Smooth ends, no flyaways, shiny.
Well, I clearly need to get some because your hair looks amazing.
Frizz E's Secret Weapon, only from John Frieda.
Blog Talk Radio.
Writing your book is the easy part. Promoting your book so readers can find and purchase it is the hard part. Welcome to the Author Chat Show, hosted by author-publisher Lynda D. Brown. Follow us at www.facebook.com/authorchat. And to contact the show to promote your book, contact me at theauthorchatshow@gmail.com. Stay tuned and listen to today's show. PrimeStar Publicity and Public Relations is a full-service firm ready to fill the needs of their clients. Owner Helen Cook has more than 32 years of publicity, public relations, advertising, and marketing experience, and she focuses her professional talents on working with her clients' strengths to create customized, strategic campaigns, whether their needs are great or small. Radio, TV, print, internet, publicity, marketing, creating a social media presence, branding, client positioning, author tours, speaking events. These are just some of the services PrimeStar provides for their clients. For a complete list of services and other information about the company, please visit our website, www.primestarpublicity.com, or email Helen at helen.cook@primestarpublicity.com, or phone 903-654-0938. PrimeStar's home office is located in the Houston, Texas area.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
So we don't want to have dead air, so we're just going to go ahead and get a word from our sponsor. So just hold tight, guys.
PrimeStar Publicity and Public Relations is a full-service firm ready to fill the needs of their clients. Owner Helen Cook has more than 32 years of publicity, public relations, advertising, and marketing experience, and she focuses her professional talents on working with her clients' strengths to create customized, strategic campaigns, whether their needs are great or small. Radio, TV, print, internet, publicity, marketing, creating a social media presence, branding, client positioning, author tours, speaking events. These are just some of the services PrimeStar provides for their clients. For a complete list of services and other information about the company, please visit our website, www.primestarpublicity.com, or email Helen at helen.cook@primestarpublicity.com, or phone 903-654-0938. PrimeStar's home office is located in the Houston, Texas area.
All right. All right, welcome back to the show. We are waiting for Patrice Bowman, writer, director, film director, and editor of the award-winning film short, Lean on Me, to call in so that we can chat with her about her film. So I just sent you, if you're listening, Patrice, because I have several lines lit up, and when I go to open the lines to see who it is, they're hanging up. So I'm not going to do that again. So for those of you that are listening, if you're not Patrice, you might as well hang up because I'm not going to open the line. You can listen to the show just by listening to the link. Just click on the link. Thank you. But I really want to make sure that Patrice calls in because I think she's got a great film. It's about Alzheimer's and also trusting in the Lord. So you know this is something that I really want to chat with her about and help her promote. Okay, so let's see. So she's giving me, let me make sure I have her right number. Okay. All right. All right. So, Patrice, I got your email. I'm sending you that number is not showing up. So please call in with the number that you just sent me so I can go ahead and get you on the line so we can talk about your film. I'm not sure what's going on. I do apologize to my listening audience. We normally, we don't operate like that. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So is this Patrice?
Yes, this is Patrice Bowman.
There you go, Patrice. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what happened, but I had you on the line and then your call dropped. And then I had a lot of people probably in your area code calling in, but that's okay because I know we sometimes have fans or even with you being in a film, members of the cast because we've had people promoting films on here before too. So if there's somebody that you would like for me to add to the conversation, just let me know. I will need the last 4 digits of their cell phone numbers, and you can email that to me, and I can check that and bring them online. But this is, again, Patrice D. Bowman. She is the director, writer, and editor of the award-winning film short called Lean on Me. Patrice, this is your first time on our show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so actually I'm the writer, director, and editor. It's of Lean on Him. It's from the biblical.
Oh, Lean on Him, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right. I did kind of go right back to Bill Withers with his song, didn't I? I apologize.
Oh, that's all right. But yeah, just a little bit about myself. So I am a recent graduate from Yale University, class of 2015. I was a film studies major. And during my time at Yale, that's when I started to hone my skills and my knowledge about filmmaking and writing about film, critiquing film, but mainly concentrating on the production of it. And through concentrating on the production of film, also trying to learn how I can incorporate different, like what I have learned about my religious experiences, my desire to put more diversity on film. And so all of that combined when I made Lean on Him.
Okay. Wonderful. I can't even begin to tell you how much we really need the diversity in our movies and films that are out there. Unfortunately, they're just not really being represented in a way, and some are, but a lot of them aren't. So we definitely pray that you get where you need to be in this endeavor, because we definitely need more like it. I saw the trailer; it was amazing, and I like the fact, Patrice, that. Oh, sure. I like the fact that you use, like you mentioned, a very diverse cast. So let's start with the movie. Tell us about the characters and what the crisis is in the movie.
Oh, yes, of course. So this movie sort of takes place over, like, the course of, like, many days in the life of a family. There's Jackie Fang, and then there's her mother, Sue Wei Fang. And they sort of, like, live together, and they go to this African-American church in their community, and everything's going pretty well until the mother starts to experience early signs of dementia. And so with that illness, the daughter begins to experience a crisis of faith. She begins questioning everything she believes. And at the same time, the mother is in complete denial about her illness. She just believes that, there's nothing wrong. I'll just, pray about it. But the daughter wants her to, actually pursue some sort of aid in her life or some sort of help in her life. And so it all sort of ends with the daughter introducing a caretaker from the church into the home, and like the caretaker trying to like figure out how she's going to fit in there, because the mother is very independent. Again, she's in denial about how she is. And so the main conflict is, this mother who's really independent and is in denial versus the daughter who wants to believe that God will help her and her mother, but is having her doubts about that.
Oh, yeah. It's during that time of waiting, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
Patrice, again, you did a wonderful job. When I saw the the movie trailer, it's just a fantastic job. Where did you find your actors? Because they just really fit the characters that you created to a T.
Oh, yeah. So the path to finding all of the actors was a really winding one, filled with, sometimes there would be actors that I booked that I wanted to work with, and then they had to drop out at the last second. So it was a lot of using a website called Backstage.com to gather talent, mainly from the New York City area. So the people who play as the mother and the daughter and the caretaker, those three people I got from New York City. Then there's the family friend of the Fangs, of the family, who are like, they speak Mandarin, they're Chinese American. That family friend was from New Haven. And then the person who plays as the pastor who gives spiritual guidance to the family, he is actually, he's an assistant pastor, and he's also from New Haven, Connecticut. So that's how I got all of my, and then the extras, they were all from the New Haven, Connecticut area.
Wonderful. And is that where the film was actually shot in New Haven?
Yeah, all of the locations, from the church to the neighborhood where the mother and daughter lived to the library, all of that was shot in New Haven, Connecticut.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, let me ask you this. So my first question, just to stay on topic with the movie, what inspired you to write Lean on Him with that storyline, which is wonderful?
Yeah, so my writing Lean on Him with the storyline of religious doubt and illness and, of course, the diversity angle of the movie. There were multiple sources for that. The first one would be that at the time, my late grandfather was actually suffering from dementia at that time, and sort of threw like that side of the family into a lot of distress of like how to handle this, since he'd always been a very independent person, and now he just totally changed. So that was a big part of what was fueling that screenplay. The second part was my own interest in my religious beliefs. I'm a Christian, non-denominational, and at that point in my life during college, I was looking into a lot more religious groups at school. I was reading the Bible a lot more, reading more books by other religious people just to grow my faith more and answer some questions that I had about my own beliefs. So that was the second part. And then the third part it's actually kind of funny. Originally, I wasn't even going to write a script at first. For my final project that I had to do as a college senior, I was going to write an essay about how Asian Americans and African Americans were portrayed in action films that were made in the United States. And so I was looking at movies like Rush Hour and The Last Dragon, movies like that, like with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. And from that, I started questioning, well, what if I combined my interest in religion and what was happening in my own family at the time with my grandfather on my dad's side and his dementia, and also this interest in, seeing African American characters and Asian American characters interact on screen, because you don't really see that a lot. So those were the 3 points that met up when I was writing the screenplay for Lean on Him.
Wonderful. What advice would you give? Because a lot of my listening audience, I'd say probably about 90% are women. I'd say out of that 90%, probably 88% of that would be young women from maybe 18 and up. Most of them are indie publishers, authors. They have taken control of their destiny, and they started to do their own business. One of the things that I always try to chat with authors about, Patrice, is making sure that you stay. You have to stay current. You have to stay to the point where people are looking for what you're going to do next. And I think film writing is just another step in our journey with what we're doing, with the things that we're creating. And I really have to say heads up and hats off to you for being a young woman and stepping out in that direction. So what advice, say for instance, if you were chatting in front of a high school audience full of young junior and senior women, and what advice would you give them about working in the film industry? Is this something that's easy to break into? What would you say to that audience?
Well, being a year out of college myself, I would still say that I'm still pretty early in the filmmaking game. So I can only talk about, as a person who's entry level into the filmmaking industry, or even like the television industry.
Okay.
That I guess to address one, it's not easy to break into from my experience and from what people who have been working in the industry for longer than I have told me in different workshops and different networking sessions and different seminars, that it's not easy. It's really just a combination of course, there's dedication, but also making sure that in that dedication that you're spending your time wisely. You have to devote a lot of time in first figuring out what you really want to do filmmaking-wise, if you want to edit
Right.
or write or direct or be in charge of art direction, figuring that out, and then sort of researching if there are any internships that you can do. If, if someone went to college, maybe that college or university has an alumni group that has worked in Hollywood or in the television industry, and they have, different people who that undergrad can connect to for advice or for opportunities. And also just, looking out for different ways to fund your projects, whether it's through like fellowships or through crowdsourcing websites.
Right.
And things like that. Just like keeping an eye on what opportunities are out there, always applying to everything, always keeping yourself sharp through different projects, and also like continuing to build like good professional relationships with people, because a lot of opportunities, from as I understand it, come not just through applying to things, but through recommendations. Like, people have to like you and really admire your work so that they can help you get to the next level. So I would say that would be the advice that I would give.
Now, with that being said, Patrice, did you reach out in the city that you grew up in, or when you decided that this was something that you wanted to really do, did you reach out to your local community? Like, I know where I live, we do have like a film organization that, helps you put on different types of programs or, different. Did you get a chance to reach out to and meet peers at group events like that? Am I making myself clear?
Yes. Are you talking about when I made the short and afterward, or before?
Well, actually, just I'd say even more leading up to that. When you decided, this is something, because I know I don't know about you guys now, because seriously, I'm more about your mom's age, and for full disclosure, Patrice's mom is an author and has been on the show, and I'm sure she's listening, so hi, Mom. And, you guys have so much more opportunity than we did to do the things that you're doing now. So, and I know when you go to college, and I know when I did back in the 70s, you have your mindset in high school what you want to do. By the time you go to college, you're in something totally different. And usually by the time you hit the work field, you again might be doing something different. So when you decided, what, I think I really want to do this filmmaking thing and just really get in here, did you reach out to local community organizations to help you, to assist you, to get you to that next level?
Well, the thing with when I discovered that I wanted to pursue filmmaking, I was at a university that had like funds to help out students. They had different filmmaking groups and different venues where you could show your film.
Okay.
So with my university, it's sort of a part of the community in a way. So it was more of, asking people, like leaders at my university, can you help me, get some funding? Can you help me get some accommodations for the actors who are traveling to New Haven, Connecticut from New York City? And so that was one part in which my school helped out a lot. And of course, it was just also looking at different advertisements for, also a big part was sort of scouting out churches and trying to reach out to all the different churches in the community to see who would be open to being filmed, because I had to go through a lot of churches. A lot of churches either didn't get back to me, or they weren't really, I guess, interested or comfortable with being filmed. So it was just me asking people, which churches might be cool with me filming there. And then one of my professors who lives in New Haven, she was able to point me to the church that we filmed at. And it ended up working out pretty well. Like, the pastor ended up coming to the screening of the movie that was at Yale, and as did some other of the churchgoers. So that was also a great thing.
Absolutely. Okay, so I guess one of the things the advice that you would give this group of young ladies would definitely be to make sure that you go to college. Or do you think college is important? Because like you said, look at that contact that you had at Yale to help you, do you think that that's really important that they need to? And what type of classes do you recommend that they take if they decide to go that route?
If they decide to go the filmmaking route, I mean, it is a mixed bag because some people, I understand because of limitations or different circumstances in people's lives, college may not be an option for everyone. But from my own experience, just the ability to have access to the resources to learn about filmmaking, with different cameras, different editing software, lighting, sound equipment, all these things available as a part of your tuition. If you get a scholarship, that's great, so you can practically get it for free. So like getting all of that equipment, and then, I was lucky to have different filmmakers and different actors, different directors, screenwriters come into Yale University and visit and talk about their craft, which also educated me on how I should do my own things. So, and also, like I mentioned before, just the alumni network. If you have someone at your school who works at a TV series and they know that you both went to the same college, they might be willing to help you out. So I would say that maybe college isn't the option for everyone, but from my experience, in terms of access to equipment and to people and their experiences, I'd say that was the best route.
Exactly. Well, Patrice, I hope, because like I said, first of all, there is a need for more diversity in what we see on television and on our movie screens and in our theaters. So I hope while you're going through this journey, because you're very well-spoken, you're just so talented. When you guys see this trailer that I'm going to be promoting for her along with the interview, it's going to knock you off your feet. You really did a great job with this. I really hope that you get an opportunity to go to some of the various schools as you promote your film and talk to the young women there, especially the women of color, and talk to them about the opportunities in the film or music, the arts industry, TV, whatever it is. Because with the internet, it's just opened up such a range of possibilities.
Yeah.
Now, are you familiar with Amazon Studios?
Yes, I am very familiar with Amazon Studios, and also there's Netflix having their own brand, and also even YouTube.
Exactly. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to get out there, like Patrice said, get in there, learn your craft, and then you guys have so much opportunity that we didn't have growing up, and at the age that you are, Patrice, you're just doing an awesome job. They're about to cut us off, so let me ask you this quickly. Tell us about your two projects that you're currently working on, and also how our listening audience can connect with you online.
Oh, yes, of course. And I'll also add the latest screening of Lean on Him that you can catch. But first, so my other two projects are I'm currently the lead editor for a short dramatic film called By the Tide. It's also a focus on a diverse cast. It's about a woman who has issues with her love life and also depression, and it's just a story of how she confronts that in her life. So I'm editing that feature, and we should be having but there's going to be probably going to start being submitted into festivals after it's completed in November. And I'm also working as a post-production assistant for an upcoming reality TV show called Project Dad. I can't say as much about that. Like, I can't give you release dates or channels because it is still, in the process of being edited. But I can say that it's a totally new series about three celebrity fathers who, because they're on the road a lot, they don't get a lot of opportunities to connect with their children. So Project Dad is an experiment where the mother of the family goes away for a couple of days, and it's up to the dad to balance their busy careers with being a father.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's the projects I'm working on. And
great.
Also, working on like a couple of new short screenplays for myself, because you always have to make out time for yourself to keep developing your own stories.
Exactly.
And the second part would be how to connect with me. So you can connect with me through a variety of ways. There's the Twitter, and you can find me under Pat Dan Bow, like PATDANBOW. You can find me under LinkedIn under Patrice D. Bowman. You can find me on Facebook under Patrice D. Bowman. If like other people pop up when you search that name, just add Yale to it, and I'll probably pop up.
Okay.
And then I have my blog is up.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
And I was going to say, we're going to post all of your contact information on our Author Chat Facebook page. So that way they can just kind of click on the link and find you there. And that blog is actually Pat Dan Bow, B-O-W.
Yes.
Bow.
Yes.
Okay, .wordpress.com. Okay, and very quickly, Patrice, tell us about your upcoming screening for Lean on Him.
Yeah, of course. So Lean on Him has made the official 2016 selection for a New Filmmakers New York Film Festival, and it's going to screen Tuesday, December 6th at 8:30 p.m. at the Anthology Film Archives, and that's at 32 2nd Avenue in New York City, New York.
Okay. And according to the information from your publicist, we can actually, I want to make sure, did it cut you off? Are you still here with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Are you? Okay, great. Yeah, so they will just automatically cut us off. So let me say this real quickly. They can get that information at newfilmmakers.com. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Newfilmmakers.com, Tuesday, December 6th.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Patrice, thank you so much for coming on our show today. We really appreciate it. We're really looking forward to seeing more of the film short. And like I said, I'll definitely be promoting the trailer with it along with your interview. And we really, really wish you all the best. So thank you again for stopping by the show.
Thank you for having me, Lynda.
Not a problem. Now listen, you tell your mom hi. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll catch you guys back here the next time on the Author Chat Show, okay?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Not a problem. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
That was film writer, film writer, director, and editor, because she did all of that of the award-winning film short Lean on Him. Again, her name is Patrice D. Bowman. You guys wait till you see this trailer. It is just phenomenal. She did a wonderful job with it. That's our show for today. We'll catch you back here next week on the Author Chat Show. Bye-bye.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.